Hi, Soul Tribe. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited to do this video today. I haven't looked into the energies for this week, and I'm just really intrigued because astrologically, we are going through a little bit of so we have sort of like a bit of a rest period before we go into a supermoon and an eclipse and all this other stuff that's going to happen astrologically, as well as like the ending of certain planets. I'm trying to think what it was. I think it was Pluto and Capricorn. So we'll be going into Aquarius. So don't quote me on that. That's just off the top of my head. But I can see our gorgeous soul tribe here. Hey, Amy. Hey, Jody. And Rainbow Sun. And Britt Marie. It's lovely to have you guys here. That sounds interesting. Okay. And we've got Tim as well. I'll see you on the replay, Tim. Thank you for reminding everyone to please like and share and subscribe. And it's really great. I'm seeing comments on the video from yesterday. Let me bring this up because someone commented and we have a really interesting capture. And hey, John, thank you for being here. Let me just present my little window that I have. I want to share with you guys. Look at what someone captured yesterday. So on the blue video here, where we see unlocking the CIA gateway technique, which I put a lot of work into that, and I appreciate your beautiful comments. So thank you, everyone. But I want to share with you what was captured on this. So someone popped this up in the comments, and let me see if I can bring this into full view for you guys. Let me see. Okay, that's about as full view as it can get, unfortunately, but let me push play. Look for where I've got the word unlocking. That's where you want to focus your attention. And let me push play. There's no sound. Did you see there's like a worm plasma-like being that is appearing at that top part of the screen? I'm going to replay. And one more time. Oh. So thank you. For people that point out things like that in the videos, it's so great to have where we can sort of share and engage in this strange stuff that's happening together. I still don't know 100% what it is. My first intuition was that something around the plasma side of things. Hey, Lynn. Yeah. So super strange, wasn't it? You saw it as well. Okay, so the other thing that I have to mention is the meditation that I just popped up a few days ago. So this was one that I recorded after we did the group manifestation event, and I just decided to make this a recording that everyone can come back to at any time. So it is this one here with the roses. So it says New Self Alchemy Meditation. It's just on the left. That one was where you go down into an alchemy lab. So if you haven't checked that out. Oh, and this was the poster for the gateway show that I did yesterday. So that one, I spent a really long time breaking down the 37 pages from the CIA study on the gateway technique. And I also add my feelings and my thoughts and my other knowledge and background into it to kind of deconstruct and have a look at how we can apply this. And we go into brainwaves, and I talk to you about, what might be the ideal mindset for or the way for manifesting, and also breaking out of this matrix. So we also have my potion. So yeah, have a look around the site, have a read onto the different things. You'll see each of them have a little affirmation under each. And I do love hearing your stories about how your potions are working for you and how much you love the flavors. So thank you for that. And you can always click on and do the reviews on there as well. So thank you for those that have already done that. And I can see some more soul family joining. So let's get into it. I want to talk to you as well. Thank you. That's so sweet, Felicia. So the first thing that I want to bring up to do with the astrology is, and what day are we here in Australia? We're on the 9th already. Hey, Becca, lovely to have you here too. So, and we've got Emma as well. So having a look into the astrology, we've got a 9/9 portal day. So you guys, or we're living in the future, you guys will be, again, we're going to have a portal day tomorrow. So you're going to be stepping into portal energy. We have Mercury will enter Virgo. We also have, this is really powerful for manifesting and clear communication, because when we look into Mercury that rules the mind. So we're going to be, maybe perhaps a little bit in our minds. I see this month as well when I look into the energy. So just be careful you're not in your head too much, over analyzing, overthinking, because Virgo can also do that. So that combination together sometimes can become an energy where we make assumptions around things and people and situations that are more in our head. So definitely use this more for manifesting. So as we were talking about in the 16-hour event that we did, you want to overline. So using this portal day, and this is also like a good time before things get a little bit busier once we get, hey Christian and Lynn. So we're going to be heading into eclipse energy shortly. We'll be talking about that too. But I feel this is the preparation manifestation time. So whatever it is that you're choosing to focus on this week, take that into the eclipse season as well. Remembering that eclipse seasons will for the next 6 months. So really choose wisely what it is that you're wanting to unfold. This is also astrologically, we're heading into, and I saw a video Journey portrayed in, who's a Vedic astrologer. She's really amazing and quite good at predictions. She did actually preparing our immune systems as well. There's certain astrological alignments that we had, and I hate to say it, but during the Black Plague, she's seen like certain alignments that are about to come into exactly the same position. So yeah, I feel like a lot of us are transcending a lot of the older energy, because we know also if we keep our immune system strong, we keep our mindset strong as well. This really helps us to be in tip-top health. So please look after your immune systems. And let's have a look. So we're not in that process just yet, but it's time to strengthen. So I am getting this Virgo energy come up. So with this Virgo energy, I am seeing the representation of like virginal energy, but I'm also seeing hermit. It's almost being in a bit of a mental state of flux. The other thing Spirit is downloading and talking to me about, they're giving me the word revisions. So I do feel like that we're going to be going back a little bit, having a look at like our hopes and dreams and our desires. Where do they sort of sit on a scale of 1 to 10 right now is what Spirit's showing me. They're also highlighting the number 7. So it could be that a few of you are like a meh, to put it in my kids' teenage terms, as to how you might be for certain things. So, Debs. So, sending love. That we've got so many souls that are leaving at this moment. That's really sad. Let's have a look and see. And I just saw the shaman card. So he might be working from the other realms with us still. But yeah, sending love to him and his family. I always still send love even when someone's passed, because that soul's still around, to the person who is in that transition as well as family. So let's have a look and see what is coming up for this week in particular. I do feel that they're highlighting the whole month. There is another reference. Spirit is highlighting 7 again. So have a look at where your set point is in regards to like different, the word Spirit's giving me is factors. I would have said like different areas. So interesting that they're giving me factors. They might explain that a little bit further ahead. Let's have a look what cards we have. Okay, so we've got 5 cards to begin with, and they are just here on my desk. So we'll have these. Okay. So I do actually have a vision of, it looks to be like gods and goddesses looking or peering down from a cloud. So I do feel this sense of anticipation also coming up. I'm feeling this to do with planets. I'm seeing like planets and different things sort of revolving and moving. And I'm seeing what looks to be like we're in an arena. And I feel like there's an anticipation waiting for things, but that's more coming from a higher realm. So maybe there's something that's going to play out or something that's going to happen. I do sort of see that further down the line. The other thing that I also want to say is the dream that I had last night. Hey, Tammy, thank you for joining us, and Lorianne. Yeah, internet here is getting fixed. We are upgrading to fiber as well. So yeah, what I'm seeing with this, let me just get back into this vision. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I can tap out of it and tap in. What I'm sort of seeing is we are preparing for some kind of like anticipation or some kind of event. I'll just pop my hand back over this and step in. Yeah, there is a lot of watching into our realm. The way that Spirit is showing it, it's almost like a season. So if we imagine this being like a reality TV series, this is more that there's other beings that are watching this Earth game down here, is what I'm seeing. So let's flip these cards over. And we do have, oh, this looks like a little bit of a story. So the first one we see is the Knight of Disc. So this for me is where we're about to go in, or we're about to undertake a little bit of a mission, a little bit, or a little bit of a battle. Yeah, so I'm upgrading. I've got a new box put in for the new technology we're getting here in Australia, which is probably what you guys already have. We're so behind as a country. But yeah, what we saw. So this could also be to watch out with this mercurial energy that we were also talking about. Yeah, so Princess of Swords, this is where it's not letting someone take you out of your heart space. It's not letting take you someone call soul alignment. So I do feel this is the test. Factor, different factors. There's the word factor that keeps coming up to do with spirit. We might even pull cards just on that for them in a moment. Let me just write that down as a little side note. There's something about the word factor. And we have a Prince of Wands. So this sometimes can be a little bit of a reset type energy, or where something is trying or brought forward. So we might even see this coming shortly. We do see Phoenix Leo leadership energy. I would say on a personal level, this is a good time to reinvent yourself. To not fall into, to not always have to do things the hard way. I feel that this is definitely an alignment with our high priestess and priest versions of selves as well. So yeah, with this is definitely not being distracted by the whole show going on. And with the Prince of Swords, so definitely practicing your new affirmations. So this is something that you can do again. Let me just bring this up as a reminder. Jump back to this. So and hopefully doesn't. Let me just show you. Oh no, wait for a bit. So I'm going to leave that, but you guys know where to click on. So New Self Alchemy Meditation. I can't recommend that high enough at the moment. This is something that we all need to be doing, is really working with programming into our own personal reality and our own personal matrix. So let's get some, actually, they're telling me get the factor energy first. There's something that they keep wanting to bring or get through to us. And going into my little black and white deck. Okay, please tell us more around me by factor. What is this? Okay. So I'm actually getting a vision of the planet Saturn coming in as well. Okay, this could be to do with Capricorn, and we're going into Aquarius with Pluto as well. So it will be the last time in over, I think it's 230 years or something like that. Don't quote me on the number, but I've got quite the story come out. We've got 7 cards, which is a little bit more rare, the base. So the first card that we have is, it's in reverse as well. We have the 6 of Disc in reverse. Now, this is Saturn energy, or sorry, this is Taurus energy. And it might be the card of success. We're seeing that in reverse. We're also seeing Ace of Swords coming out. So with this Ace of Swords energy, this is really making sure that you're clear on communication, that you're receiving the right information. This might be new insights and different things. Well, yeah, so I do feel that there is more kind of, how would I say, vested interest in how this game is playing out down here. We do also have the Death card in reverse. So I do feel like factor, like that word that Spirit kept giving us, there's many different things, or there's things from the past that might be brought forward or trying to reprogram in again. It's almost like a last ditch effort to try and stretch out this cap energy. And we know that like Pluto can represent transformation. It can also tap into kind of like that veil beyond worlds and death and things too. We do have a 10 of Cups, the World card in reverse, Justice, and the High Priestess is the cards. And I usually will straighten them up, but for some reason my deck is like going like this. So some upright, some are upside down. It's really interesting. I do feel that too, what Christians also said. So the Saturn influence on Earth is fading, but this does feel like there's a bit of a trying to like still have the claws grabbed in as well. So 10 of Cups. So this is community working rather than like old paradigms, old programs. So we need to be working more as soul tribes in manifestation and seeing things shift. So I do get the World card in reverse as well. So we're a little bit stuck of trying to bring in a new destiny or an alignment. We have the Justice card in reverse, which is also known as adjustment. So with this, we're a little bit stalling. The card, like I guess if we're using the word factor, this, what are the factors that we need to know with driving a car is the example they're giving me right now. So, you know, we need the keys, and there's different versions of it. There's the sovereign version of, you know, we have free will, we're a sovereign being. So that might mean that we don't need papers and all the rigmarole and things that we believe. Oh, I hadn't heard that. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing, Emma. Yeah, I haven't heard anything around that. Are you saying that you've heard of Saturn's rings design? But yeah, with this Justice card or adjustment, for me, this is a card of where we're shifting dimensions and we're really getting into higher frequencies. So something is putting a pause or a bit of a stop to where it is that we're wanting to go. So even though astrologically we're seeing we're at that point of pause, I feel that this is the point to look at all the different factors, whether it's in our personal reality or whether manifesting on more of like a realm level. And we have the High Priestess. So this is to not be distracted, not to be disorientated by anything that could be coming up as well. See, Alice in Wonderland deck. Let's have a look into more clarifiers. And we have the 10 of Hedgehogs, 10 of Disc. We have the 4 of Spheres. The Wheel of Fortune has come out. So as a community, we can totally change this energy, but we need to do it through mass meditation. So we have also the 3 of Teacups. This is coming together for beautiful. This is abundance energy. I'm also seeing prosperity in things. And we also have the card of Temptation, which is Temperance, and the 1 of Hedgehogs. We actually have the power as a collective and as a paradigm to shift reality. We have to do it in the higher states. We have to get up there in the meditation. So I definitely would recommend either doing the timeline meditation that I've put out for you guys or the new alchemy one, but this is all about us working together. So Disc, the 4 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Teacups, and to the Wheel of Fortune is also Taurus energy. So we're bringing something new, but we have to get, and my CIA show that I did yesterday on the Gateway, where we talk about in order to sort of start manifesting, and I've talked about it on so many shows, but we actually need to fully see ourselves living in unity. We need to see ourselves living in that space, but from a 5th or higher dimensional point of view. And we need to start letting into our heart energy, really feeling it, seeing an exchange of like energy with everyone smiling. So this is really beautiful for our soul tribe to focus on together. And this is going to help bring it about. So we've got the card of Temperance, have the Ace of Disc. So we're actually birthing a brand new beginning. We just can't let other factors come in, is what we're seeing with this. So that was, oh, and they said the word factors again. How funny. So I come up for you guys through the week with the word factors. Is there anything else that we need to know around this word factors that you guys keep repeating? Let me just even pop it into Google. What is the call word? This is the good thing with having Google right here, okay, or having the internet right here. So when we look at the word factors, a circumstance, a fact, or influence contributes to a result. So let me also type in root meaning. So the etymology means Latin, it's the doer, the maker, the performer. So we actually need to, it's perfect passive particle is also as well what it says here as well. So if we're looking at, oh, this is interesting. If I hadn't have just searched this then. So let me read this and let me know if the pennies drop for you on what I'm talking about. But a doer, a maker, a performer from factus means done or made. Perfect passive particle. Remember in the video that I did yesterday for the CIA document where we went through the gateway and I talked about becoming less cool and more wave. So we actually need to get into brain entrainment. We need to bring together both hemispheres and get a vision so that we're actually not operating out of these lower frequencies. And so the factor is become more like the wave. And to do this, we need to collapse the wave as well. So definitely check out that video I did yesterday. Is there anything else from the Alice deck? It's right here. We're so close to it. Six of Swords. This is my science card. In the other deck, it's called the card of science. It's Gemini energy. And with the Six of Swords, this is about travel or journey, but it's in the spiritual veil realm. We need to bring it down to start the journey. So we need to get into the vision. We need to see it happen. Pay attention to your dreams. This for me is sometimes a card, but pay attention to like the unseen and the other realms. Has anyone else been having like really strange dreams lately, like really full on weird? Like in my dream last night, there was a lot of crashes, a lot of debris, and it was like having to dodge and drive around, as well as a really weird dolphin dream. Yeah, as above, so below. So we need to craft and create our reality from this wave-like space. So you'll probably remember me saying in the video yesterday, the things that we can do to step out. We want to hit into gamma. So let me bring up my little poster. If I've still got this one up. Oh, and I do. So if we look into when we're being particle energy, it's probably more around beta, which is when we're alert, we're concentrated. This is where different factors that they're programming in can distract us. Whereas if we're getting into deeper theta waves, which is visualization, trance, see how that wave's starting to pull apart? Or if we get into gamma, which is at the top, insight, peak experience, synchronization. So this is what we're going to be working towards, hopefully. And this is where people have the most massive changes at Dr. Joe Dispenza's events. So yeah, I definitely feel like we have to collapse the wave. Hey, Gary, lovely to see you here. And I see Christian. I had a dream where there was a hurricane and I had sea creatures. Oh, wow, in the sky. Really interesting. I had a dolphin in my closet in my dream the other night. It was like a baby, like a pet. And then I had to run to the closet because my partner and I discovered it was getting really dehydrated, but it was like our baby. It was so interesting. And this is a great tip. So Debs, I'm keeping my aura bright or dark as so much around I feel low and made myself change, though it worked out beautifully. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely a great trip. Oh, and I see Lorianne, a tip, keeping your aura bright. And Lorianne saying, yeah, lots of dreamers and drivers. It was interesting because there was debris. And when I'm thinking about my dream from last night now, it's actually reflecting the energy of the cards, how we had all these different factors. And in the dream, I had to be like, 3 steps ahead, visualize and see, right, this is my plan, this is my path. So there's something about seeing into the road ahead. So I do feel we need to be invested in the astrology and into kind of like the far side of things as well. Let's have a look and see what else Spirit wants to tell us for this week ahead. Do you know what? I haven't used the Right Away deck in months, I feel like. It's like it just all of a sudden started glowing out to me too. Okay. One card just jumped out. Oh, actually, there's 3. And I want 2 more. That's what Spirit's telling me. Okay. I'm just going to flip these over. 6 of Cups, a Hanged Man. We have the 7 of Wands, the 8 Swords, and the Emperor. This is very interesting. I want to get 2 more to clarify this Emperor energy. We have the Queen of Cups, and we have this. Wow. This is almost like a battle of wills is what I'm seeing here. This is very, very interesting. So Ace of Cups, looking into the week, we can hit it with a new start. So portal energy, because Ace of Cups is stepping into expanding our aura. We're operating in the quantum with this energy. And it usually has like a triune type feeling. Really interesting as I'm stretching my arms out, I'm actually feeling my aura at the same time. So yeah, new beginnings, focusing on love. We do have some beautiful Venus things happening as well. But this is about breaking out of the matrix energy too. So the Hanged Man, have a look into like your insights and things that you're also getting on a personal level. I do feel that the Spirit is showing you this is the time to really understand and to know thy soul or know thyself are the words that I'm hearing come up to do with this. See some Leo energy, and I think it's Sagittarius with the 7 of Wands. So with this is to look at where we're being distracted, where we're caused to expend and use energy. So again, with the same message, down mental prison. 8 of Swords energy. So 8 of Swords is where we're restricting, but it's those false ties. It's the elephant that as a baby was chained to like a little log with a little cuff. And then as it grew big, it thought that it was still stuck and then it couldn't move. So what have our minds been conditioned by down here in this realm from society, from programming? What is it that we're not seeing? There's some kind of veil that I feel that to get us to lift. There's like a mystical energy around this. And then we had the Emperor, which I do feel that this is more, sometimes I'll get positive energy, sometimes negative, but with this Emperor energy, this is Aries too. It's like someone trying to imprint their plan, their rulership over our realm. And then I got a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Wands. So I do feel this is about emotionally and spiritually taking back. And it's about us worth it too. So let's see, where does Spirit want to go? What do you guys want me to look into? I'm just really just following through direction because I was so clear with that factors word. Let me just see. So we're on the 9th now. Okay, they do want to have a look into solar energies is what I'm sort of seeing. Let's have a look. This I feel is more like this week. So I would say this is like eclipse energy. And let me just bring up, I think I had the astrology. Just let me check what I had in my note. Yeah, we've got the full super lunar eclipse as well. And I think, what are we? We're September. So let's count from April when we had the massive solar eclipse. So April, so January, February, March, June, July, August, September. We are around that window of the 6-month energy after the eclipse. So remembering that whether it's like the solar or lunar eclipse, they tend to travel with us for around 6 months. So I am feeling something around, because I keep seeing what looks to be the sun. And it's interesting because we did get this Queen of Wands and I kept seeing like sunflower, sun type influence or energy. So let's have a look on what they're trying to show us to do with the energy of the sun. And I'm just thinking we had all these solar flares lately too, which has been quite windy here in Melbourne and in a few other places I've heard around the world. So let's flip these over. Okay, so we do have another 8. See, there's going to be further people that are waking up to things. We also have the 10 of Wands, the card of oppression. So this is to know like how much we can take or how much we want to be controlled. But if we do see things kind of the Aeon And remember this little symbol, Shin, that I talk about, this Hebrew, almost like a Neptune, Triton type energy. With this, we see the baby's going through a metamorphosis. So we are actually going through a metamorphosis. There's not any more that can be thrown at us in terms of wands when we have a 10 of wands. We have a 9 of swords as well. So this was the card for the beginning of all the craziness that happened. This card was coming up consistently in every single session, pretty much, that I was doing years back. And it's, yeah, the card of cruelty. It is the card of a dark night of the dream spell, but of wands. So there is something to do with this solar period or this 6-month cycle. So we are going into the super moon, but they're also keep indicating something around the sun. So keep an eye on the Schumann frequency. Hey, gorgeous Shauna, lovely to have you here. Keep an eye on the solar charts at the moment and the plasma energy as well. We also have a 2 of cups, and with this, we also see the 8 of wands. So I do feel actions, but it might also confuse a few people too. So there is a little bit of relationship energy come up. But yeah, two of cups. I just keep hearing the word revision too. So have a look in where there's patterns of past. Have a look at what was going on for you at the start of April around that 6-month eclipse energy, because it almost feels like we'll be coming to an end or closure for something that begun there as well. Gorgeous, love you too. But yeah, 8 of wands, this is a quantum jump card for me. So sometimes quantum jumps can be a lot harder than dealing with change, where we've worked with things on quite a slow pace. With this 8 of wands, it's always about not like putting too many things out there in one direction. It's like really bringing it back in. So I do feel this is also working with like close connections. I want to get some little clarifiers. They're just telling me to clarify with these. Okay, we're letting go of people-pleasing tendencies and letting go of old ways. So with the solar energy, have a look at who you were 6 months ago. Boundaries in? Do you have new connections? Have you perhaps said goodbye to like old jobs, relationships, things have passed? We also see with the 4 of swords, meditation, coming into purity and coming into connection with higher self and with this too, it's always for me with the palms of the hands and the Rider-Waite deck pointed to the heavens or pointed to the higher realms. So yeah, we're really letting go of having to try and like service everyone else with this princess of, because yeah, she's my kind of the people pleaser or being distracted and pulled down. Yeah, that is a good thing, Debs. Good on you for having those boundaries and being strong. So, that is a great time, great one, Lorianne. So yeah, we're definitely in an alchemization, metamorphosis. And I think was it yesterday we talked about going from caterpillar into butterfly state too. Okay, and Britt Marie said, Stefan Burns says going to the sun around the equinox. Okay, this could be the energy that we're getting prepared for with this reading this week. So I will be doing my 3-card pick on Mason Jupiter. Hey Ben, sending a lot of love to you and your gorgeous family. I hope you're all doing well. So yeah, stay tuned. Also, let me just bring up the show that I have coming up next. So on my channel, we're going to be talking about, I'll just click on this. So in a couple of days' time, we're going to be talking about aura sprays and clearing essences. So we're going to go into a little bit about how you can make your own. You can also work with the cleansing potion. So if this is something that you're drawn to, you can also get the cleansing potion here. And I want to read to you the affirmation. So I release what no longer serves me, which is interesting when we're looking at the cards for this week. It's actually a perfect synchronicity that this show is coming up this week because I did put the programming up a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, it looks like the universe is working in alignment with it. So I look forward to seeing you for that. And yeah, I have an interesting 3-card pick come up. So check out for that. I will be recording it today. So it will be uploaded tomorrow, I think, in your time. So yeah, catch that one. It's going to be perhaps another one with a little bit of astrology in it. So I love you all very much. Thank you for watching. And if you would like a guide and nurture you more in a one-on-one session and really dive deep into looking into things for you guys, I'm over at masonjupiter.com and use the discount code Jupiter to save 10%. All right, have a beautiful weekend. Love to you all.